Today we're going to be discussing the WES Wireless Emergency System. This is a great unit for temporary wood frame construction, tenant improvements, or any site that you want to perform an added level of safety and security and emergency alerting to during construction or maybe while a particular emergency system is down. The system comprises of a complete wireless mesh network setup, and there are 3 units shown here that we have on display in addition to 2 additional modules that we'll discuss. This right here is the master unit. This is basically like your control panel. All the programming and information is routed through here, and then if you have the unit with the SIM card, you can program users in with their phone numbers and they will receive instant SMS alerts on their phone as to the status of each individual device and or the system. What we have right here is the wireless smoke detector. This is a dust-proof sensor, so it is phenomenal for use in construction sites. We also have the call point over here with the siren strobe. The call point can be removed with the provided key if you want this just to be used as a notification appliance only. On this call point, please note they also have another unit that you can order with just the siren only and the strobe is gone. Like I said, you can remove the call point, and it also has a built-in medical first aid alerting button. If this button is held down, the B button, for 3 seconds, it will activate a medical alert to the master unit as well as any users that are programmed in via SMS messaging. Also note that when the medical alert button is activated, the siren strobes on all the units throughout the site and on the network will not activate. It is a local LED that comes on only, and like I said, messaging at the master unit and SMS texting to the programmed users. The other unit they have, like the smoke, is a remote heat detector, and they also have a wireless interface module with a single input and 2 dry contact outputs. This is great for interfacing with dialers, fire alarm panels, water flow switches, conventional pole stations, anything you would typically use like a monitor module on a typical fire alarm system for. To activate the call point on the wireless unit, simply press the button down. You'll see the yellow and black signal pop up letting you know that's been activated, as well as the siren and strobe throughout the system will be activated. To reset the pole station or call point, use the provided key. Make sure the handle is facing to the right. Insert it into the slot below. If I can do this one-handed. There we go. And then simply turn it 90 degrees counterclockwise. That will pop the button back up and reset the unit's call point. Also note that each and every one of these wireless units, including the master station, has a built-in integral tamper switch on the back side of the unit. This is to ensure that the unit is securely fastened to the wall and that it is not being removed. If the unit is unscrewed and removed to a different location, that's fine. You will get a tamper switch alert on the master station and anyone programmed in as a user. And once the unit is placed back on the wall and the tamper switch is placed back to the normal position, the system will self-clear. To power on the individual wireless units and program them into the system is a very simple process. Once the units are securely fastened to the wall and the tamper switch is inactive, simply press and hold A and hit the B button 3 times. You'll see all 3 lights light up, and once the middle light starts flashing, you will know the unit is powered up. We'll do the same thing for the smoke detector. Hold A, press B 3 times, wait for that middle light to flash. Okay, so now we know that both of these units are powered up, however, they are not programmed into the master unit. To perform that process, simply hit the check. We're going to go to unit numbering. And then here you can basically pick whatever number you want. The system will go up to 999 addressable supervised wireless units. You can also install multiple master stations on a site, and each system will work independently of each other. So you can zone systems that way, or you can go past that 999 for a pretty large site. So for the smoke detector, we're going to set this one as unit number 1. So we got that set to 1 there. And all you do, let's see if I can get my hand out of the way here. Once you have the number set for the corresponding unit that you want, simply hold the A button on the master and that unit at the same time, and you'll see the bottom light turn green. And that's it. This smoke detector is now set to device number 1 in the master station. That's how quick you can program these systems. So same thing over here for the call point. We're going to go ahead and set this one to number 2. And then we are going to hit the A button on both of them and hold it until this bottom light lights up green. There we go. Now, both of these units are now programmed into this system. Once you have all of your devices programmed throughout the site and they are all up on the network, you can simply perform a test to find out which system units are in fact communicating with the master through the mesh network. To perform this test, press the X button or the checkbox. We're going to go to Tests, and then we're going to go to System Test right here. Once you press that, you'll get this green light here, and then each device that is in the field and talking on the network will light up green. So as you walk through your site, and let's say you have multiple units throughout the site, if one of these does not have the green light lit up on it, you can simply try to reprogram that one back in to get it back up on the network. To turn the test off, just hit the X button to go back to the main menu, and the lights will go out and continue to flash, letting you know that they are communicating on the network. Now, if you order this master station with the SIM card, this will give you the ability to send automatic SMS message alerts out to 6 users. To perform this programming, simply hit the checkbox. We're going to go to Settings. We're going to put the password in, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go to Communications, User Phone Details. Here are the 6 users you can pick from. For this demonstration, we'll stick with user 1. In the user 1 menu, you can edit the user's name, edit their phone number, you can edit what messages they receive, you can test their phone number, and you can delete the user. To edit the name, simply press the menu button, type their name in, and press the checkbox when you're done. To edit the phone number, this is important. When you put the phone number in, make sure to always put a 1 in front of the number, or else the messages will not work. So again, put a 1 in front of the number you want for the user, type it in, and press the checkbox when you're done. And then simply go to SMS notifications, and for each user you can define which messages they will receive via SMS messaging. If they don't want to receive all of these, you can simply uncheck them and tailor it to each of the 6 specific users. Once you're done, press the check, and you should be good. Go back one more screen with the X. One more. So under the communications menu, you also have GSM status, so you can check the status of the GSM signal strength, SIM card information, network scan, and you can change the site name for the main home screen. You can also, from the settings menu, change the date and time. You can change the access code from the default of 1234, adjust the backlight, and change the language. The mobile unit function here is pretty nice. If you want to ever take this mobile unit out in the field with you to perform a self-test or programming out on the site, if these units are in fact mounted to the wall and you got to press that A button together with them, you can take this out in the field with you. However, if you remember, there is that integral tamper switch on the back. Once I pick the unit up, it starts beeping, letting us know that it's been removed from the wall. So we'll clear that. We get back to the main menu. To eliminate that tamper switch so that you can use this as a mobile unit, we'll go back into settings and we'll hit mobile unit. It'll light up blue, and once that's turned on, you'll see that when I remove it from the wall, the tamper switch will no longer activate, thus allowing you to walk around with it without it being in trouble from that tamper switch. To turn it off, simply come back to the menu and press the button again until it's no longer blue. We'll clear the trouble and we get back to the main home screen. Some other important facts to note is the siren on the call point is 95 dB, and the heat detector is rated for a minimum of 129 degrees to a maximum of 158 degrees. These call points are also rated to be used outside when needed. The waterproof housing has been tested to be used between -13 to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. A lot of people are also asking about the longevity of the batteries in this system. The internal alkaline batteries, which can be changed, if you remove these 6 screws on the front casing of all the units, you can change the battery. However, these batteries are rated to last approximately 3 years under normal standard conditions with testing and usage. In case I missed any important details or additional information, I will include some links to the data sheets and product information in the description to this video. I appreciate, as always, you watching. Let us know if you have any questions.